The mirror principle is true. Life reflects you. What's inside is reflected outside. Everyone knows this, but no one has asked, what if the mirror reflects your mask, not you? For years, you've tried to create the right identity, to feel right. Life has remained the same, because the problem isn't your identity. The problem is what you show in the mirror. Is what you show in the mirror really you? In this video, I'll explain why the mirror principle doesn't work for most people. In 14 days, perhaps for the first time, you'll allow the mirror to truly see you. But first, a question. Are the things going wrong in your life really you or your mask? Keep going. The answer is here. Friends, before we move on to the first part, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Part 1. The mirror reflects the truth, but you're showing the wrong thing. The mirror principle works like this. Life reflects you. Everything outside is the result of what's inside. When people hear this, they either believe it or they don't. But let's assume for a moment that this is true. Now consider this. People have been applying this principle for decades. I want to create a better identity, think more positively, feel better. And for the vast majority, life remains the same. Why? The critical question we need to ask is, what are you really reflecting? Consider an experiment. An actor portrays someone suffering in front of the camera. The tears seem real. The voice trembles. But the viewer senses whether what is being portrayed is real or not. A good actor can deceive, but not for long. The mirror is the same. It can deceive for a short time, but not for long. When you stand in front of a mirror and say, I am strong, I deserve abundance, I am valuable, what does the mirror hear? It hears your voice. It hears your words. But it also senses the truth beneath, and the mirror reflects the truth, not the voice. The mask paradox. Here we come to a very important concept, the mask paradox. Most people unconsciously wear a mask when they look in the mirror. The mask of appearing adequate. The mask of I'm in control. The mask of I have no problems. And the mirror sees this. It sees the mask, not the real face, and it reflects the mask. The result? The things that enter your life validate your mask, not your reality. If you wear the mask of everything is fine, life sends you situations where everything seems fine but is collapsing inside, because that's the energy of the mask. This part is very interesting, and you need to take note. If you wear the mask of I look strong, life sends you situations where you need to look strong but are actually exhausted, because that's the energy of the mask. The mirror isn't broken. It's working perfectly, but you're showing it the wrong thing. Why creating an identity isn't enough? Why doesn't the advice to create a better identity work? Because creating an identity can mean creating a new mask. And a new mask is a more sophisticated attempt at deception. When you say, I'm a magnet for abundance, but deep down you feel that's not true, the mirror hears that feeling. And it reflects that feeling, not the word magnet. So the problem isn't what you say. The problem is the gap between what you say and what you feel. And that gap stems from the mask. The solution, not to create a new identity, but to remove the existing mask. Because there's already something beneath the mask. And that's what the mirror really needs to see. Chapter 2. The three-layered mask. Which one are you wearing? In psychology, it has long been known that people wear different social masks. However, from the perspective of the mirror principle, three basic masks are particularly noteworthy. Because these three masks send the strongest and most misleading signals to the mirror. Mask 1, the mask of competence. Everything is under control. I can handle it. I have no problems. Do you recognize this mask? You help those around you, but don't express your own needs. When you struggle, you say, "I'm fine," because you don't want to look weak. You act as if you can manage everything because losing control is frightening. The signal this mask sends to the mirror is, "I am independent. I don't need anything. I am sufficient." And what does the mirror reflect? The opposite. Help doesn't come. No one asks about your needs because you send the signal that everything is fine. And the mirror confirms it. People who wear the mask of competence often think, "Why doesn't anyone really see me?" Because you haven't shown it either. The secrets of the mask revealed. Mask 2, the power mask. I don't need anyone. I'm not emotional. I'll be safe if I act tough. This mask often stems from past traumas. At some point, you learn that being vulnerable hurts, and you've been wearing this mask ever since. The signal this mask sends to the mirror, I'm emotionless, tough, withdrawn. And what does the mirror reflect? It sends you emotionless, tough, withdrawn people. It sends you relationships lacking real connection because you're signaling detachment. People who wear the power mask often think, "Why don't I have real, deep relationships?" Because the mask blocks depth. Mask 3, the happiness mask. Everything is fine. I'm happy. I don't give negativity any room. This mask is especially common in the field of personal development. Don't think negatively. Be positive. Don't complain. And people suppress negative emotions. They ignore them. They say, "These aren't my reality." The signal this mask sends to the mirror, "I'm fine. Everything's all right." But the repressed emotion doesn't disappear. It subtly persists, and the mirror reads the repressed energy. The result, the person says, "I'm happy," but beneath it lies a great void. And life reflects this void. Meaninglessness, achievements that don't fill the void, a feeling that something is missing. The face without a mask. What happens when the mirror sees it? Now, a very important question. What's underneath when you take off your mask? Under the mask of competence, there's a need to connect, a need to be seen, a need to be heard. Under the mask of power, there's vulnerability. And this vulnerability is actually the gateway to connection. Under the mask of happiness, perhaps there's pain, fear, or just weariness. And feeling these emotions is the beginning of reality. What happens when the mirror sees this reality? It begins to reflect reality. People who see the need come. A genuine connection is made. The deep layers of life are revealed. But this requires taking off the mask, and that's the hardest step. Friends, write in the comments what emotion you felt up to this point. Competence, power, or if none at all, happiness. Chapter 3 contains solution-oriented information. Chapter 3, the 14-day mask removal protocol. This protocol isn't about suddenly removing the mask. It's about slowly and safely exploring what's underneath. Days 1 to 4. Which mask do you wear most? The first 4 days are all about observation, but an internal observation. Every evening, ask yourself, at what point today did I not feel real? Did you say, "Everything's fine," in a meeting, but it wasn't? Did someone ask, "How are you?" and you said, "I'm fine," but you weren't? Did you ask for something and say, "I'll handle it"? Write down these moments. Don't judge. Just write them down. At the end of 4 days, a pattern will emerge. In certain situations, a particular mask becomes active. You will see that mask. Days 5 to 9, remove that mask in one area. From day 5 to day 9, you conduct an experiment only in one area, in a single relationship, in a single setting, in a single situation. Drop your mask a little. Don't do this on a large scale. If you suddenly try to be honest about your whole life, both you and those around you will be shocked. This is a controlled experiment, and it's not an easy choice, because the longer the mask has been on, the harder it can be. But the important thing is that it's possible. If not, try again. Tell a friend, "I'm really not okay," or "I don't know how to do this," or "This is exhausting me." And then watch what happens. How does your environment react? What does life send you? Sometimes people don't do this. Why? Because they think, "Even my friend doesn't understand me." And you're right. Nobody really understands anyone. Nobody understands you except yourself. The important thing here is that you say it. The rest will become visible to you, and you'll gain new insights into what you need to do. Days 10 to 14. Show the face beneath the mask in the mirror. The last 5 days are the deepest step. Every morning, a sincere question. Can I show the mirror who I am today? If I'm tired today, let me show my tiredness. If I'm indecisive today, let me show my indecisiveness. If I'm afraid today, let me show my fear. This isn't showing weakness. This is showing the truth. And when the mirror captures that truth, it reflects the truth, not the mask. After doing this for 5 days, you will notice something. Some things in your life will start to react differently. Some people will treat you differently. Some opportunities will look different, because the mirror is now seeing you, not the mask. Important warning: taking off the mask is strength, not weakness. I want to correct an important misunderstanding here. When I say taking off the mask, I don't mean sharing everything with everyone. I don't mean removing boundaries. I don't even mean being vulnerable. What I'm saying is, stop hiding the truth. There's a difference. A strong person is someone who doesn't hide behind a mask. This is someone who doesn't need a mask, because they are at peace with their own truth. And the mirror sees this peace, and it reflects this peace. At the end of 14 days, you will understand something. Was the mirror principle real? Yes. But that wasn't the principle that held you back. What held you back was the mask in front of the mirror. And this mask had become so ingrained over the years that you weren't even aware of it anymore. Now, you are aware. And change begins with awareness, not by creating a new identity, but by beginning to show the existing truth, because the mirror is watching you. It always has. But until now, it was watching the mask. Now, it can watch you. If you like this video, write in the comments which mask you were wearing: competence, power, or happiness. It can be hard to write, but this hardship is proof of the mask's existence. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. In the next video, we will address the question of what life wants from you after the mask comes off. Don't miss it. Thanks.